Holy moly guacamole. Hello, everybody, and welcome to For the Calls events. Woot woot. You know, just a whole bunch of like chairs and confetti just thrown everywhere. Hi, hello. Good times on one and all, and welcome to For the Calls events, where we use the game style of For the Queen to tell different stories for different causes. My name is Sick, I guess, and here are my incredible players for today's sessions of Oh yeah, For the Queen of Wrestling, brother. Starting with, as I go and look at the list that I had prepared all along, Brynn, could you please introduce yourself?
Hey there, hi there, ho there. I am Brynn, and I do a lot. I do horror streams, I do a lot of things, but today I am Girly, Pearly, the Wrangler, and I'm so excited to be here today.
Woot woot, Glenn.
I'm Glenn, also known as Games in a Bunker. I am a game designer. I'm a game seller. I'm a professional GM. And you can find me pretty much everywhere as Games in a Bunker. And tonight I will be playing the Creature Preacher, brother.
Justin.
Hey gang, I'm Justin Galliani. I use they, them pronouns. One half of the So You Want to Be a Dungeon Master podcast and So You Want to Be a DM everywhere else. Today, I'll be playing Nacho Person Sandy Savage. Here to have a good time, yeah.
Mel.
Hello friends, my name's Mel. You can find me on most of the interwebs at MeWi3312. It's a weird one, you can see it on the screen. And tonight I'm playing Alicia, the Octopus Roux.
Quinn.
Hey everybody, my name is Quinn. I use any and all pronouns. You can find me on Blue Sky and Blue Sky only, because having more than one social media profile sounds exhausting. Tonight I will be playing Taylor Young, who uses she, her pronouns.
Sweet tea.
Hello, everybody. My name is Sweet Tea, he, him pronouns. I can be found on all the social medias at Bardic Sweet Tea. And today I'll be playing H2 Orion, he, him pronouns. Have you drank your water today?
Mute, you muted yourself.
Dang it. I said it so perfectly too. I am so upset. Tonight we are raising money for Stop AAPI Hate. I said it again twice perfectly. Very proud of myself. Pat on the back. All donations will go directly to this cause, with our goal being $250 by the end of this session. With every dollar, we know we are sparking change in the community. You'll see our Tiltify link pinned in the chat. We do have some rewards to affect the game or even take home or certain donation amounts. I believe Games in a Bunker, you have some rewards and things that people can earn. Yes,
You can get a Mothership box set. And I also will be able to run Learn to Play sessions for pretty much any horror game that you could ever imagine.
Snap. And I believe Justin also.
That is right. That is right,
Okay.
Chuck. For just $10, I'll create for you a custom D&D subclass. Anything you want, I'll do it. For $20, a custom D&D or Kids on Bikes one shot. And for $15, I'll show up on your podcast. I'll play your game. Let's do it.
For some reason, I really like the way you said that. And for the effects of the game, we have some really, really interesting ones, some really cool ones today. For $5, we have Give Him the Chair. A folding chair is placed in the arena, and the donator tells us who it is for or against. That is going to get very chaotic. I explained that thoroughly to my players, and I'm very excited for it. For $10, we have character questions. Donator asks next player a question. For $15, do the voice. You get to make me do a whole bunch of different voices. And luckily and unluckily for me, I have a lot in chamber. So you can pretty much be very random and go crazy with it. And if I can do it, I will 100% do it. For $40, actually, character answers prompt. Another player will be asked to add to their answer, creating an immediate two-person scene. for $50, and this one is my favorite one, and I really hope it gets redeemed. Name the Queen's rival. Donator gives a rival a worthy name, and it could change throughout the game. Now, as I go back to read what I'm supposed to read, if you're unfamiliar with how For the Queen is played, For the Queen is a question-based storytelling and world-building game. You, my players, will take turns answering question cards that I will read out loud. Interpret your question however you like. Other players may ask you questions or make suggestions on your turn. But whether you answer those questions or include those suggestions is entirely up to you. If players would like to chime in with the questions, you can hold up your piece of paper with a giant exclamation mark on it, and I will get to you, and you will ask a question and add to the scene. Now, as a safety tool, if you encounter a question or an answer that you don't want to be included in the game, please also hold up your giant piece of paper with a big old X on it, or you can hold up a giant X with your arms, and the content will be removed from the game. If you draw a card that is removed this way by yourself or someone else, simply draw another card and continue your turn as usual. You can also choose not to take a turn on any round. To do so, say pass. The next player can answer the question you drew or draw a new one as they prefer. Excuse me. Now, we will continue answering the questions until the Queen is under attack and Do You Defend Her card is drawn. Each player will answer that question in turn, then the game is over. But without further ado, let's get into the game, brother. We're in a very random town in the US, where you see the cameras part the clouds and move down onto this extremely large stadium with 100,000 people entering, all wearing different shirts of their favorite wrestlers and their favorite production, For the Slam. And today, on this lovely Tuesday night, is the Slam 16, the best event ever, brother, ever to be known. 2-man, creature, and demon. With that, the cameras move down past all the crowds, flying through the stadium, and we get to this weird little interview booth where you all will see probably the smallest person that you have ever seen in your entire life. A good, let's say 4'6", in a beautiful suit and tie. This is the interviewer by the name of Tad. He has been with this lovely organization for as long as anyone can remember. And today he has the privilege of interviewing all of these lovely individuals who are in For the Slam organization before and after their matches tonight. Now, for the first individual that they are interviewing, Brynn. You come into the that's the wrong card. Took already messed up. We got this. You come into the booth. Could you please explain to everyone what your character looks like and what they do very dramatically as they enter this room?
As Pearly, Girly enters, it is a sheen of sparkles. As the lights hit her, people get blinded. But her fans are prepared because automatically to the beat, sunglasses come down. She is the moment. She is the diva of all pearls, accentuated on her eyebrows and streamed throughout her multicolored hair. She flings open her cape, again blinding part of the audience. Well, hello! grab your curls and give me those pearls, because I am here to make some diamonds.
You watch as he ducks and dodges a giant pearl out of nowhere. And he goes, hello and welcome to the interview of Slam 16. The crowd yells and go crazy. The camera pans back to a whole bunch of people looking exactly like Pearly Girly in their costumes going, yeah, oh my God, it's Pearly. And he turns to you and goes, we all know the queen of wrestling today. Now, the question I have for you, Pearly Girly, the queen knows something about you that no one else does. What is it?
Well, Razzmatazz, let me tell you, the queen knows that I am the best ballerina. Now I keep it under the wraps because, you know, Southern girlies, we do the shag, the two-step, we do a good waltz, but we're not supposed to do ballet. And now all y'all know. But it's all right, because like I said, I'm here to bring that pressure and make some diamonds shine. Me, Razzmatazz.
You watch as he starts to sweat a bit and was not ready for all that. And he goes, no questions from anyone else. All right, then. Our next lovely guest, please make your entrance. And Glenn, could you please describe whatever we're about to see with the creature preacher?
The creature preacher, half demon, all trouble.
Okay. As you walk in, Tad looks up at you. And you just watch his eyes kind of sink a bit. He's like, creature preacher, a pleasure to have you here tonight. Question for you. Other than the queen, there is someone else in this organization that you love. Why are you keeping it a secret? And he gets like uncomfortably close. I'm imagining that creature preacher is way taller than him though.
Questions like this, I gotta turn. Book of Bad Attitude, Chapter 7, Verse 6. My love is a forbidden love. A love that would not be understood by most people. But I can tell you one thing. And this may not give it away, maybe it will, but I never go thirsty when I'm thirsted for this individual. Thus endeth our lesson.
You will see a whole bunch of fans in preacher costumes and they're crying. Just tears. They're like, that was the best thing I ever heard. He preached. Yeah, he preached. Yeah, he preached. Just kind of echoes throughout the entirety of this stadium. And you watch his Tad turns, no questions. Okay. And you see there's like a gangster tear just roll down his eye. As he turns to the next guest and he says, and now entering. Sorry, we all have to back up a bit. Just back up. And he points. Justin, could you please explain what we see?
Fog begins to billow out of the back hallways and fill the chamber. You hear a Spanish guitar beginning to get strummed really quickly. Two assistants come out holding a massive banner, except it's not a banner, it's a tortilla. Slamming through said tortilla. Nacho person Sandy Savage, welcome to the show. I'm here. It's finally time to start. Ask your questions, Riddle Master.
Out of nowhere, you do see that Tad all of a sudden has on a Nacho Randy person shirt on. And he looks up at you and he goes, all right, your question. There's a rumor about you and the Queen back at the organization. How did it start, and is it true?
Well, you know, Dad, I'm no one for gossip, but I'll let you in on a little secret, all right?
Like, pull him, grab him in, pull him in super
Just
close.
pick him up?
I'm using his lapel mic.
Okay.
As I hold him in real close.
You're familiar with my finishing move, the Nacho Knight. Doctors told me if I perform the move again, it could be my last show. Only the Queen knows. I guess except for now.
Everyone goes, boo! Let him use it! Let him use it! Let him use it! It just echoes throughout the entirety of this stadium once again. And you watch as Tad goes, that's a shame. I'm sorry. Also, can you please put me down?
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah.
And he looks back at everyone, very very quickly snatches off the shirt, and there's a new suit underneath the shirt, underneath what was the shirt that he had on. And he says, no questions. Then, introducing our next guest. We also have to back up a whole lot, so just... And he points, Mel, could you please describe your character?
So there's a sound of suction cups sticking and unsticking on the floor as this person walks in, and her shoes are a good little bit taller than she actually is because of these giant suction cups that are on the bottom that sound like that like octopus noise when they run their tentacles along a solid surface. And she is in like all like sea-themed gear. Her hair is that like oil slick rainbow kind of color, and she sits down and slings her arm back over the chair and just says, Alicia, Octopus, Roux, nice to meet you. What you got for me?
He is in awe. And there's a second that go by, and you hear on his little headphone mic, you're up, you have to talk. Question for you, Alicia. Hold on, put my card right in the right spot. Sorry. You had a vivid dream about the lovely Queen. What about it surprised you?
Well, you know, not much surprises me, I think. But you know, in this one, I think I could take her toe to toe in the ring, but you know, her flinging a live octopus at my face in the dream was not something I expected, and that not being able to see, you know, she took me down. And you know what? I think that might be the only way she would be able to take me in the ring, and it's just I didn't know what to do with that information.
All the fans go, what? Yes, they just kind of like look at each other. Yeah, you see one very chunky dude with an octopus helmet on. He's like, she can never beat you, Alicia.
Thank you.
But Nacho Man, you have a question.
It's not Joe Person, Dad.
Nacho Person, I'm sorry.
It's all right. Just don't let it happen again, okay? Octopus, I got a question for you.
Yeah, what's up, dude?
Would you happen to be related to Calamari Carl?
We don't talk about Calamari Carl. He's kind of the problem child in the family. He kind of ran away a few years ago. We don't talk about him.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Good to know. He was my rival 30 years ago.
I hope
when I came out of retirement the first time.
I hope he kicked his butt.
I took him to the mountaintop. Yeah.
As you should.
Is there any more questions? Some of the fans go, 30 years ago? Really? 30? That long ago? But Tad looks around. No questions. Wow. Now we introduce our next guest. And we'll point. Quinn, could you please describe your character as you walk into this?
Walking into this, especially, Taylor is just kind of there, especially compared to all of this. This is Taylor's first one of these events ever, and she didn't really have anything super prepared. So I think there's a bit of a pause where, like, you introduce her and she's like, oh shit, that's me. I didn't prepare a thing, and just sort of walks out and stares for a second. And I also think probably doesn't have as many, like, fans or as much of a crowd, because Taylor also doesn't have a, like, name yet, or, like, any kind of, like, identifying thing, because she's really new to wrestling. So she just sort of awkwardly stands there for a second, and that's her introduction, before walking over. Hi, yes, you have a question for me.
There's one fan that goes, you got this, girl. That just kind of yells, and from the middle back part of the thousands of fans that is in the stadium, Tad listening, he goes, this is your first big event, and now for your first big question. The Queen sometimes show interest in your personal life. Wow. How do you respond to that, and why? Wow.
I think that she just, like, immediately goes, like, very red upon getting that, like, the combination of, like, one person out there cheering for her and then this question, like, goes very, very red. I mean, I don't know if interest is the right word exactly. Like, yeah, we've talked a little bit. We've had some conversations. I'm not totally sure why she's I don't think my life is all that exciting. I'd like to think that maybe she sees, like, some potential in me, and she's just interested in learning more about me, but that sounds kind of presumptuous, and I don't want to presume anything. Yeah.
There is just a random fan that goes, if you had a chair, who would you throw it at? And it's out of nowhere, a chair just appears just on the stage.
And I think, again, like, the combination of questions, she just kind of, like, pauses. And where has everyone else gone to? Is everyone else just sort of going into the crowd? Or are we moving on kind of, like, after? Like, can I still see everyone else who's been out here?
Everyone that's been introduced are still there in their greatness, just waiting for, because this is the pre-show event, so they're all just sitting there and interacting with fans and posing or being praised, while most are listening to you stand there awkwardly, now a chair in front of you.
I mean, I think it since there is a chair, like, probably, if I'm gonna throw a chair at someone, I think one of the biggest, like, competitors would be the creature preacher.
You just hear one fan go, do it.
Should we save that for the event, right? Like, for during the event?
Okay. That's when the fan just kind of turn as the chair kind of sits there. You watch as one of the production just kind of awkwardly comes out and just slowly drags the chair away. With that, you watch as Tad goes, oh no, the one accent that I'm horrible at. You couldn't tell us any of that. Here we go. This is about to be so bad. All right. All right. No more questions. We got it. So, introducing our next wrestler. Sweetie, could you please introduce yourself?
And you hear a wave sound effect, like a wave crashing into the shore sound effect place, and you hear wipeouts. And then smoke on the water starts playing as a water fountain starts spraying from the opening. You see H2O Orion coming out with 2 bottles of water in his hands, just walking down the walkway. He's wearing this tight blue spandex with little white patterns towards cuff his wrist, making like this have like foamy waves. He's just walking down. He's like, "Have you drank your water today?" He takes a big chunk of water, just all over the audience as he keeps walking down.
The fans love it. Tad, on the other hand, soaking wet now. Just looking up at H2O. He says, "Oi, mate, that's Australian. That's not Cockney. We're going with it. Oi, all right. Got a question for you. As he like clears his throat, but weirdly enough, super hydrated now.
Good.
What is the most difficult part of this journey? What makes you so adept at overcoming it?"
Well, Tad, let me tell you something. The most difficult part of any wrestler's journey is coming up with their own move, you know? Something that the little kids can pretend to do at home, safely, of course. But, you know, something they can do that makes them think of you. And you want to know something? I can do it really well. And you want to know why? Because I stay hydrated. I drink my water. And I make sure that I'm drinking the right amount of water, because you can have too much water, but you also can have not enough. You know what I mean? You can't flush out all the electrolytes in your body. You gotta make sure you keep a good balance. All right? So stay hydrated. And you too can come up with great moves like everyone here on the stage.
Alicia, you have a question.
So if you're so good at coming up with moves, what's your signature then?
Well, Alicia, I'm glad you asked. My signature move, my finishing move, is called the Hydration Station. I take a big old gulp of water, I grab my opponent, and I give him a suplex while spraying the water out when I throw them. I hope to never use that on you one day, but you never know.
Nah, I think I'm slippery enough I can get away.
Oh, you think so, huh? Well, keep this in
Yeah.
mind. An octopus ain't nothing without water.
Bars. Spitting right now, literally. With that is the end of our pre-show, and the big event starts. Now, our special guest who will be taking over the questions for our lovely interviewer, Tad. He makes his way out. He is the legendary Bone Stole. That's it. Bone Stole. As he comes out, you hear this cracking of glass, and he walks out, and the crowd goes crazy, and he says, "Can I get a hell yeah?" Everyone goes. He goes, "Can I get a woo woo?" And everybody goes, woo woo. And he walks out there, and he goes, "Now, our very first match. Introducing." And there's a band and music. Pearly, Girly, the sweetheart Wrangler.
Woo! She woots with you, jumps up, spinning, lights accompanying her.
Ooh. And then after she makes her appearance, walks down the hallway, gets into the ring itself, and her opponent, Tabby the Great. And everyone goes, boo. As you see this rather tall and muscular woman comes out into the crowd, and she's like, what? To all of the audience, and they're like, boo, boo. And she gets into the ring, she grabs the mic, and she says, You were once summoned to a private meeting with the Queen. Why did you feel disappointed afterward, huh? And she gets all in Pearly Girly's face.
Now, what you know about that? What you know about that? I am upset because she took my limited edition Sailor Moon palette. I'm disappointed. That's girlhood right there, and she just stomped all over it. You know what? I don't want to hear none of this nonsense. You catch more people with rutabagas than you do this snake whispering.
You watched as she looks appalled. She's turning to the crowd. She goes, "You want me to punch her? Yeah, you can, yeah. As they're screaming. And is there any questions? Any exclamation points? No. Okay. You watch as she turns to you, and how do you hit her with your finishing move?
All right, the finishing move, she jumps up. And it's quite a mystery how she's contained her secrecy as a ballerina for so long, because she spins. And as she does so, it hooks around the person's shoulder, and it goes into a backflip as she shouts, "Get ready to become another pearl on this necklace." Woo! Slam into the ground.
She slams into the ring. The ring shakes vigorously. The crowd goes immensely crazy. The announcer comes back out and he says, "And our winner, Pearly, 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 Pearly." Then they have a little bit of an intermission. The production crew comes out. They clean up everything. A whole bunch of pearls everywhere. It's a mess, but they're used to it at this point. And then the crowd goes quiet and silent. And then their bell tolls for the creature preacher. You watch as he starts to walk out, and you see this orchestra appear behind him. As you make their way out, and you see the entire crowd is quiet and they're all bowing their head, and then all of a sudden you hear, "Preacher, preacher, 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 preacher." And his opponent, the Monster Slayer. This 5'5" man makes his way out. He has all these different contraptions and weapons and a giant kendo stick in his hand, and everyone is boo, boo. And you guys hear a particular boo from the from the guest star in general, because he used to be also his rival, and he is 100% on the creature preacher's side. You watch these get into the ring. He grabs the mic and he goes, "Okay, creature preacher. You are a disaster. What did you bring with you to protect the Queen of Wrestling? Because she's going down."
What did I bring? What did I bring? I got the good word here. Let me read to you. Purple Nurple, Chapter 4, verses 6 and 7. "And behold, a master shall come, and he shall protect the queen with nothing but what he's got in his head." Or on his head. Yeah.
Without another word, he turns and goes to tackle the creature preacher, but does not phase you. How do you finish off the hunter?
Hopping up to the top rope. Getting ready as I go to my fans. Horns out. Head first. The crown of horns. Flying headbutt from the top rope.
Lays him out. Woo! Lays him out entirely. One of the announcers stand up in his seat and he goes, "The headbutt! The headbutt! Oh! 1, 2, 3. And everybody, preacher, preacher. The bell tolls as you make your way out, winning your match. Now, the next match. I'm just preparing myself for this voice. Just give me a second. As the guest star comes out again, he goes, and our next wrestler. And before he can even get out the name, Justin, how does Nacho person Sandy Savage just jumps out and make their appearance?
I think truly from the rafters, just an impossible fall onto that announcer, destroying them. And in the silence that follows, Enrique Iglesias' Hero begins to play. I can be a hero, baby. As I stand amongst the rubble.
Stadium is singing to it. You hear as Bo Stone is just sitting there. Oh yeah. He just kind of raise up. He's too old for this shit. As he just raised up his fingers as you make your way down, and everyone in the stadium is singing to it, rocking their heads back and forth. Out of nowhere, there's lighters just going back and forth. You make your way in to the ring, and then he saw Stone Cold a magically stand up with a giant boo-boo not boo-boo sticker, it was a boo-boo bandage, like kind of on his head, and he says, and his opponent, I don't need no introduction, as he just also runs over the lovely announcer. And then he runs into the ring and he reaches his hands up, and you watch this microphone slowly makes his way down, and he goes, Mr. Question. As he turns to Nacho person and he says, the queen of wrestling is responsible for the death of someone you loved. Who and what happened? And he throws the mic at you.
You see, 65 years ago, before it was called For the Slam, back when it was called something else, I had a wrestling partner. We met in the ring. We battled for hours. Their name was Jezebel. Jezebel had a stunt in one of her acts. It was risky. It was a dangerous move, you understand. This is before OSHA got involved in wrestling. So what had happened was this. I told her, I said, Jezebel, you can't go out there. You can't do that move. It's too dangerous, too risky. Queen got in her head. Told her the bottom line. Told her about the money. Jezebel went for the prize fight. She never made it out. She never made it out. And then she got in that hot air balloon. Never made it out. And then I think the queen poisoned her. She never made it out.
You watch as Mr. Question slowly turn, and he starts to cry a bit. And then out of nowhere, Alicia appears. You grab the mic. What is your question?
What did the queen have against Jezebel?
Jezebel. Not many people know this, and I'm not one to gossip, but I'll let you know a little as I mute myself. Jezebel was actually the queen's stepniece. Heir to the throne, some would say. on a technicality.
Oh,
What
you
are you
watch as
doing?
the question is, Mr. Question is so confused, but he looks and all of a sudden, creature preacher arrives. What is your question?
I believe I remember reading in the Book of Pain, chapter 9, that they never found a body. Isn't that true?
Yeah, you know what? That is true. I don't know if they got a little footnote in that book of yours there, but I happen to know that the Queen's sister was the detective on the case. Riddle me that, bookmaster.
And with that, a chair appears out of nowhere, and someone goes, "Hit him with it! Hit him with it!" And the question goes, "Yeah, what are you gonna do?"
Who has the chair?
You.
I have the chair?
You
Oh
do.
boy. I think for the sake of this, in the moment, I think truly there will be a moment of like professionalism that like creeps in very quietly just between the two of us, where very close, the kind of entire persona drops as you just hear creature preacher. You would hear this as you just hear, all right, it's gonna come on 3.
Oh, I'm gonna hit you, buddy. I'm gonna hit you on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
and I just stomp so hard on the mat so that it makes the noise as I like barely hit you across the back.
Oh, and you watch as the crowd goes crazy. And announcer goes, "Not the chair! Not the chair!" And then with that, we move on. As the announcer comes back out, but this time he has on his old costume, which is honestly just some shorts and him shirtless with some Nike shoes on. As he comes out, he has 2 water bottles that, weirdly enough, says H2O on them because that's all he can find in the backstage for some fucking reason. As he comes out and he goes, "Yeah, next wrestler." He just kind of pours the water all over him and just shakes his bald head, and the water splashes everywhere. Alicia, what is your entrance like?
So there is a metal version of Under the Sea from The Little Mermaid playing. And that suction cup sound is back from her shoes as she runs into the arena just yelling, "Let's go!"
Now, the music goes off. Everyone is cheering. You do if I may, an amazing flip into the ring. Landing. Then the music cuts out and then you hear... And coming in from the rafters, the evil witch, as she flies down on this broom, and then she kind of gets stuck in the middle a little bit, and then you will see production freak out for like 5 seconds, and then a button is pressed, and then she continues back down into the ring, safely unhooks herself, and she goes, "Yeah, tonight you're going down," and she turns and she pulls out a table and sets up a table. "You're going through the table. But first I have a question." The queen once asked you why you serve her. Did she get an honest answer? Did you betray our organization, or are you loyal? Huh?
I mean, well, she got as honest an answer as I was willing to give her, which was, you know, the love of the art, and you know, and the money don't hurt either. But you know, it's I have aspirations beyond wrestling, and that's kind of, you know, need to know. And she didn't need to know. She didn't need to know.
Wow. And then a cut of like professionalism. She goes, "Seriously? and
Yeah.
the lights cut out. And then it cuts back in. All of a sudden, the creature is there.
I seem to recall reading in the book from the Oracle Junkyard Dog. And lo, the octopus was seen meeting with Kevin Costner, discussing a remake of Waterworld. Isn't that true? That's your aspirations. Remaking Kevin Costner movies.
Listen. She gets like real close to the creature feature. Look, I got an NDA here. We can't be playing this game here. I can't lose this contract, dude. I can't lose another contract. You can't play this game with me right now.
Well, then surely you can get me a job as an extra at least, on the set.
Oh, yeah. We'll talk. Yeah, I got you. We'll talk.
You goes... You watch this, the evil witch, she turns to you, and then all of a sudden, a splash happens, and then you hear, H2, as he runs out, slides into the ring. What is your question?
I turn to Alicia and says, "How dare you? You're doing a Waterworld meet and didn't even invite me? What's going on with that? What the hell?"
Listen. It's not all settled yet. I gotta get the contracts in line. I'll hit you up after. I got you. I got creature. I got you lined up. It's all good. I'm still in
my whole thing. What's going on right now?
I know. It was a very specific part that they needed me for. There was a lot of octopi involved. But you know what? I'll hit you up. I'll put you in contact. My people will call your people. It'll be great. We'll have a whole wrestling set. It'll be awesome.
All right. Just keep me informed. I'll toss like a little one of those little bottles of water. They're like, stay hydrated.
Gotcha.
You watch running through the crowd, dancing their way through. You hear Pearly, whirly, Pearly, whirly as you slide into the ring. What is your question?
I heard talk of a movie with oceans, and do you know what I got a lot of? Pearls!
Listen. I'm saying we could have a whole wrestling cast for this movie. It could just be it could be a Slam 16 reunion. It'll be great. I'll talk to my people. They can talk to your people. We'll get the director involved. It'll be perfect. It'll be awesome.
Can I pop out of a clam?
Of course you can. I'll make that happen. It'll be like a 16-foot clam. It'll be amazing. Bigger than Ariel.
Bigger than Ariel?
Bigger than Ariel.
Well, all right. That's as sweet as a peach. Now, hold on. You got it. Ready. Pose. You got it. Sparkle.
You watch as you turn and pose, and sparkles and pearls fly everywhere. Now, with all four of you in the ring, the evil witch, professionally, she goes, "Throw me to the table on 3. I can't believe all of you are here. How dare you?" And you all lift her up. Slams her straight through the table. The crowd go absolutely crazy. The bell rings. And Pearl. Sorry, not Pearly. Oh, yeah, no, she just took over the... Alicia! Alicia! You hear a whole bunch of suction cup, rattlers that people have. Just... It just kind of goes off in the crowd. I wish I could do the popping noise, but I need to work on that. And our next wrestler... She's new. She's new. As your generic music come up, how is Quinn? How is Taylor presenting herself in her very first entrance to this big event?
Yeah, it is absolutely just the most generic music ever, but she's trying to put on as much energy as possible because she's definitely oh, this is high energy, but I think what just happens is just running and screaming. Just running and screaming as loud as she can and as fast as she can just to the center where the actual ring is. Because she also didn't there's nothing planned. It's just as high energy as possible.
Okay. As you run inside and people are a little confused, and again that one fan goes, "You got this." And also new, you will see her name is just J. The letter J just pops up, and you see her come through. She actually got her own music. As the music blares out, and she is in an amazing outfit. You didn't know that you could customize your outfit for this. And she comes out and she spins and shows off all the beautiful dress that she has, and she rips it off, and there's a leotard under it. And then she rolls into the ring and she grabs the mic and she says, "All right, newbie. In your eyes, what makes the queen beautiful?"
It's the same as last time, especially because I imagine they're fairly close, of just like the question and just like the blush on her face. And just the like, I mean, why are we talking about this now? Everything. The queen is great. She's really just strong and muscly. And it's great. And we're fighting now, right? Yeah, why are you asking me that?
And then professionally gets close. "They asked me to ask you that. It's just a part of the game. You're supposed to be mad, angry. You know what I'm saying? Just
yeah.
You got this. Just on three.
Okay.
Just, how dare you talk to me like that? Everyone knows her eyes are beautiful." And then she goes, "Now hit me with your move, your finishing move."
Yeah. And I think that this is like, I think Taylor has been like workshopping what a finishing move looks like for her. So I think it's truly been something different every time. I mean, not that she's ever been here, but every other event that she's done, it's truly always been something different. But I think for this time, in taking a little bit of inspiration from things that she's seen, she will like first just sort of like hit and try and like knock Jay to the ground, and then try and like pick her up and grab her and then just throw her back down.
She flops and makes a scene, and everyone actually goes, "What? This is awesome. This is awesome. This is awesome." Chants just get rained out, and the announcer goes, "The newbie is doing a good job. I'm very proud of her." Yeah. As they all look at each other. No one interrupts. "I lied." There's a cymbal sound, and just coming from the Raptors as you just land. As right before the bell tolls, what is your question?
Just a quick question I have for you. Okay. I was wondering, I saw your intro. You came in, you were running, and you were screaming. Those were the two main parts. I was inspired. Where did you get the idea to do both the running and the screaming? At the same time, no less.
Being here today.
Talk me through your process.
Yeah, just like being here today, like there's been a lot of running and there's been a lot of screaming. And I just figured I would just kind of take inspiration from everybody else.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Well. Okay.
God damn it. You watch this. I can keep my composure. You watch as the camera cuts, and during this time, this is normally where like the production, they also come out and they start fixing up and cleaning up everything. Jay gets up and she's like, "You did a good job, girl. Good job."
Thanks.
Also,
Thanks. You too. Yeah.
We got to work on that finishing move. And she watches, she slowly turns, she like holds her chest. And she makes it to the back. And with that, Stone Cold comes out again. He says, "Now, our next match, the one, the only H2O." And then water crashes, splashes. What is your intro, sweetie?
He's going to run and like jump towards the ring, grip his hand onto the top rope, and then do a kick over it, landing in the center of the ring. Again, big swig of water, all up into the air.
It just splashes everywhere. All the fans are going absolutely nuts. Then you will hear this sound of wind goes by. And then you see a tumbleweed. But no one thinks any of it. And then a person pops out of the tumbleweed. It is the deserter, as he has made his appearance surprisingly, kicks you in the chest, and then turns and says, the queen trusts you, but no one else in the royal organization does. Why, you traitor?
The reason no one trusts me, right, is because at the last second I transferred over here from Smack Raw.
Oh, there's a whole bunch of gasps from the crowd.
And everyone thinks I'm still loyal to that organization. No, I'm loyal to this organization. And the queen knows it because I gave her my most pure and delicious bottle of water.
And he goes, water sucks.
How dare you? He's gonna run and just hit him with a drop kick.
Oh yeah, no, he flies out of the ring and he lands and the crowd go absolutely nuts. Any questions? Again, the lights go off. And then it turns back on, and in the ring is the creature preacher with a mic.
H2 Orion. I will now read to you from the book of Coco Beware. And it says here that Smack Raw actually has really good benefits. Why would you leave? Like health insurance, 401k.
Smack Raw did have good benefits, let me tell you.
Break room? Cookies?
They had really
kind
good
of-
cookies.
Oh, man.
Listen, Janet is a whiz in the kitchen, okay? She will make you the best cookies ever. And honestly, you can't beat their dental plan. But let me tell you something. The 401k plan that this organization offers cannot be beaten.
There's just a whole bunch of cheers. 401k, 401k, 401k. As it just goes off. And with that, the TV cuts off and the intermission happens. And you will hear a commercial pop up. H2O water, bringing it to every city and town near you. And then all the very expensive paid commercials kind of start going off. And this is where my lovely, lovely viewers, we're going to take ourselves a good old wrestling break, about 5 minutes. And we will see you beautiful, lovely people then. brother. Welcome back. Welcome back, everybody. Hello. Thank you all for being here, and thank you for all of your participation and for all of the lovely donation that you guys have given us so far. If we reach $250 tonight, there will be a lovely raffle for some custom art by Kieran Warslater. Please do not miss out on that. It's going to be slamming. Yeah. I may or may not be regretting that voice later. Did I miss anything, producer in the shadows? I think I got it all. Hey, with that, let's go ahead and hop back into it. The camera's pinned back down. The commercial break is over. The weird lawnmower commercial that happened, and then slam 16. It shows all the highlights of getting hit with a chair, being put through a table, the lovely promos that has been happening, the very saucy dramatic questions that's been happening. Now, this special event, as the entirety of the ring is covered in this blue and red velvet, as our lovely interviewer for this big part of the Slam 16 starts to make her way out. She is a goddess. She is the storm. As she makes her way through, she's standing at a good 6'6" in all black clothing with a long cape, bright white hair, golden eyes. She is a legend. As she makes her way down, you see a whole bunch of people on their knees bowing to her. The queen. And then she walks into the ring. She looks at everybody. Now for my first guest, the lovely and the beautiful Pearly Girly.
This time, as she enters, it is the Transatlantic Orchestra playing Carol of the Bells. Is it the right season? No, but you know what she can do with this song? Make it shine! Each step, a blur of color as she angles her capey costume to hit the light.
You watch as this lovely Amazonian woman, the Storm, sits down in her chair, presents a chair to you. You see the other chairs for most likely the other wrestlers that will be attending. As you sit down, she says, Girl, I love everything about you. Now, we've been in this organization for a long time. Why are some others at the Royal organization here jealous of your relationship with our lovely queen of wrestling?
Well, you see, I'm so glad you asked that. It has to do with how iconic we are. You see, not everyone can handle being the moment. The with a capital THE. Everything. And you see, people are just, jealous that two queens can just hit it off and not be snarky about it.
When you say that, bam, 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 5 chairs come out of nowhere and hit you all at once.
This is what you want to do.
You hear from the Raptors as she just flies by. The evil witch has made it known she did not like that answer.
You see that? I'm gonna spread oil and burn our bridges.
Oh no, you made me snort.
Mood.
You watch as the Storm unbothered, completely unbothered by all of that. But she does do the professional thing, kind of checking in, which she was like, "You good?"
Oh, I'm good.
Oh,
I'm gonna
ooh.
wrangle that one. It's personal.
Oh, you mad for real? And our next wrestler. The creature preacher, as the lights go out.
And the orchestra of angels sings. And just as I step out, the orchestra is consumed in flames as it switches over to Highway to Hell as I make my way to the ring.
And as I strategically stop myself there, you make your way down the ring. Again, everyone is jamming to the song, and at this point, the choir is now just dancing alongside of the creature preacher down and down the ramp. You get into the ring, you sit down, and the storm says, "Now, I am a big fan of yours. You have done a great job of preaching. Now, my question to you, the queen thinks more highly of you than you do of yourself. How do you know this?"
Well, if I consult the good book, Big Show, chapter 8, verse 667. Humility and humbleness are the key to prosperity. But this alone is not enough. Now, I spilled some coffee here. I can't read the rest. Line. Oh, yeah. But devotion to a greater cause is what you need. And
the crowd claps.
I don't see in myself what she sees, but I try to. I can't.
You hear a whole bunch of crying. He's trying, y'all. He's trying. As the storm sheds a little tear. And then the surprise guest, who was going to be guesting all along, slides into the ring. H2O, what is your question?
Let me tell you something, creature preacher. Ain't no room for humility in this ring. The queen sees something in you. You gotta see that in yourself. All right? You're something that you deserve to be proud of. You're someone you deserve to be proud of. And you deserve to have that recognized. And I toss him a bottle of my branded water. He's like, yeah, make sure you stay hydrated, man.
You are so wet.
Thank you.
Sorry, oh God. The storm is very confused as H2O just disappear out of nowhere, but you still hear this the wet stomps making his escape. Any more questions? No. Now introducing my favorite guest so far. And then you hear Nacho. Justin.
Incredible. Yes, I do think this is exactly what happens. As the theme music begins, the chants of Nacho across the stadium fill. I think this particular entry, you see an abnormally large person, maybe 10 feet tall, step through. At first you're like, where's Nacho person? This is a different person. Where are they? That person has a backpack on, but you can't really see what's on the back until they turn around as they reach the ring. And in a massive sort of backpack Baby Bjorn situation is Nacho person. Unstraps themselves, a loud Velcro heard across the room as they step down. Oh, thank you, big brother.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that brought back so many childhood memories. As you get into the ring, you sit down, and the storm goes, "That's your brother?"
Oh yeah.
And then you hear a "Oh yeah" in the distance. Well, I have a question for you, Sandy Savage. The Queen once offered you comfort. What about the memory of that will stay with you forever?
Well, you know I'm not one for gossip, Storm, but I'll let you in on a little secret. You see, I'm pretty sure the Queen killed my former partner, Jezebel. But I'd be lying if I said she didn't also try and comfort me afterwards. Now, was I filled with mixed emotions? Yes. Did I know what to do with those emotions? No. Had I gone to a therapist yet? No. But the Queen welcomed me in, yeah. She said to me, my bad. You know, the part of it that really sticks to me, though, Storm, is this. I know the Queen, she never apologizes for anything. So, just the very fact that she was willing to accept the fact that it was her bad, that speaks volumes.
There is a whole bunch of popping noises, and just crawling from the ceiling is the octopus. Alicia, what is your question?
So, it seems like you got a lot of reasons to be mad at the Queen. Like, I mean, I'd be pretty upset if she poisoned or otherwise murdered my wrestling partner and then just decided to go, well, my B, dude. Have you ever thought about getting back at her for that?
Oh. I'm not one to gossip.
And I love that about you.
But for you, I'll let you in on a little secret. I have thought about it. I might be planning something for later this evening. It might be my final hurrah.
You know what? If that's how you go out, I'm proud of you, dude. I'm proud of you.
I've been wrestling for 48,000 years, I think, maybe. Older than time itself. Some call me the Outlander. Others call me Nacho Person.
You know what, Nacho Person? You've had a great career.
The storm. The storm looks at Preacher. Preacher? What is your question?
I read now from the book of Hogan's a Dick and Totally Stole My Bit. Chapter 4, verse 11. Nacho Judas Person, how many pieces of silver did you get paid to betray the memory of your beloved Jezebel?
I wasn't expecting that. That was great. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. It's like this, is it? Okay. I'll tell you about some silver, all right? I'm seeing a little bit of silver in your beard, friendo. I think it's about time you hang up your wrestling boots. How's that sound for you?
I am, like, by your words, 47,953 years younger than you are.
Honestly, I'm a big fan of yours. You came at me kind of hot, and I got a little flustered.
Yeah, and you look great for your age. You really do. Like, your skin routine is, like, incredible.
Yeah, well, every morning you gotta just make sure you're hitting it with the hydration. Learned that from a man over here. There he is. Okay.
The commercial fly passes of H2O face mask. Hydrate your skin.
Just see a banner is like,
It's just his face. Yeah. With that. And now already in the ring as Alicia takes her seat, the Storm is smiling ear to ear because, ooh, girl, the tea. As she is sitting there, she goes, Alicia, a question for you. You sometimes think you might be the queen's favorite. Why? And why does this worry you?
Well, I think the just honest enough I gave her earlier was refreshing. I think a lot of people try and spin her a yarn about why they're here, and me saying like, the money's going to be helpful. I think she knows I'm looking at other things, and I think she's okay with that. I, however, think because of that, I know she's gonna let me go do this, other thing that I got going on. I don't know if she'll let me go do the other thing I got going on. So I kind of got things on lock, and I kind of need her to let me go do that in my off season.
Right, girl, get your money. That's T. Our next guest. And very young, very talented. And then you watch the Storm turn. She goes, "That baby need new music. Get some better music." Coming out to better music this time. Taylor Young.
Yeah, she just walks out to what is just slightly less generic music. She's workshopping a soundtrack in her head, but I think, unfortunately, at this point, given the questions that have been asked tonight, I think she did go and try and get them to change the music, but when she went back to ask, the literal only song that she could think of was just Girls by Girl in Red. And then she was like, I can't have them play that, so she just walked back to the production to ask them to change the music, blushed again, got super red, turned around and walked out. And so they had to pick something else for her.
As you sit down, the Storm looks at you with very soft eyes, and she goes, "Now, girl, what did you bring with you that endangers the queen?" Ooh. And the whole crowd goes, "Ooh."
I mean, I would never endanger the queen on purpose. Obviously, I would never want to put her in danger intentionally. But I think, because I am pretty new here, and pretty new to all of this, and like I said, I know that she sees a lot of potential in me. I not yet, but at some point am planning. I gotta work up to it, and I gotta find my move and stuff first, but I am planning to challenge her myself someday as I get better at this. So it's not like I'm endangering her, but I just brought. I didn't bring anything. It's just me.
You watch as the Storm looks at Taylor and she says, girl. As Nacho person, what's your question?
Is it possible Is there an even little bitty chance that what you brought with you was your game face, was an A+ attitude, was a go-get-it spirit? Is that possible?
Yeah. I'm trying to. I know it's my first one of these, and I'm new to this, but I think that you're right.
The crowd chants, Taylor the Major, Taylor the Major, Taylor. And you, for the first time, hears 100,000 fans screaming at the top of their lungs with the help of Nacho Person.
Amazing.
Creature Preacher, what is your question?
I read now. I gotta find it first. Here it is. The Book of Cad. It's a new entry. You're really lacking a lot of confidence, and I recommend you check out the movie Brave. I think it'll really click with you. You know, I think you should watch that, and I think it'll give you the little bit extra you need. You know, to give you the courage you need, or bravery, because it's brave. And did you know courage is a synonym? It's cinnamon for brave. Yeah, I love cinnamon. So you should check out that movie. I think it would really click with you and like elevate. Like Nacho Person said, you got the game face, but you need the game attitude. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you for that recommendation. Yeah.
I was gonna say Rudy, but I figured you're too young to know that one. He's also little fella too, so.
You will watch as one of the cameras kind of pop up, and the actor from Rudy is here, and you will see like one of the celebrity guests just kind of come here. Oh, sorry. I love all of you so much. This is way more fun than I thought it was gonna be. So, with that, you hear another splash of water, and this time, a water bottle mascot, runs out before he runs out with H2O's face on the label. H2O makes its entrance.
And I run into the ring and I give the mascot like a quick high five as I climb in. Yeah.
Oh. So you will watch as the storm expertly dodges all the water splashing everywhere. Because what the F? She can't get this hair wet. As she sits there and she goes, well, pleasure to meet you, H2O. I have a question for you. Some would say the queen is not your queen of wrestling. Why do you serve her anyway?
Well, I would say transitioning from Smack Raw to here was a really difficult process, and the queen really, really helped me out. Things started to get really difficult. So I figured she's always in my corner. It's always corner. But the rumors are true. The queen is not necessarily my queen. My queen, of course, is Aquafina. Please make sure to check out our new movie coming out this summer in August. Water and Waves.
You watch this at the commercial fly past the screen, and you will see the you will see the storm kind of turns and so many question marks. I don't know who raised it first. You watch as Pearly Girly. The storm goes, question? No? Who was it first? Speaking forever, hold your peace.
Octopus!
Octopus! Octopus, what's your question?
So Alicia's gonna lean in like real close and be like, so, okay, you have your own movie and you're asking to be on my set? What's the matter with you? You've already got a movie coming out. What do you mean you need my help?
Listen, it's not my movie. It's her movie, okay? This is Aquafina's movie. She thought it could be a real funny tie-in if I was there too. She recently did that movie with John Cena. It got some pretty okay ratings. I figured I could jump into that. I have business too. You know, I gotta make his money.
I got an extra part for you and nothing else. You've already got a movie career, my guy.
You know what? I'll take it.
And who was next? Nacho person? Or no, Pearly Girly. Got it. There you go.
And she swoops in a little spin move as she gets in his face.
Uh-oh.
So you're saying I'm not a queen?
Oh, hang on now. I didn't say anything of the sort.
You said there was one other queen!
One other queen whom I am loyal to.
So you're not loyal to me?
Listen here, Pearly Girly.
Oh? Excuse me, to you it's Miss Pearly Girly.
You might think you're all that and a bag of chips. But I'll tell you one thing. You're not my snack of choice. That would be celery, which is also very hydrating.
Well, you know what? That's fine, because I'm not a snack. I'm a whole meal, mister.
Nacho person, you interrupt.
Was not as good as what just happened. Oh no. Yeah, I think you just see Nacho person is walking over with 2 LaCroix. I wonder how he feels about the seltzer. And then sees that and just goes, never mind. You're supposed to heighten the scene, and I don't have much to bring to the table.
Listen. I got no problems with LaCroix, okay? It's sparkling water, which is fine. I've actually got some people in my R&D department working on my own brand of sparkling water, okay? I got no beef with the LaCroix brand.
At this point, you watch as the storm goes, all right, and that will end this What? As she puts her finger to her ear. What's going on? Oh, shit about to go down. No, this ain't got nothing to do with me. You watch the storm. She starts to stand up, and as she starts to stand out of the ring, this music hits, and we all know the music, especially H2O, and especially Randy Person, as we hear Smack Raw's music. Boom, boom, boom. We see 16 wrestlers all come out onto the stage, ready to go, ready to rock, as we see all the rest of the wrestlers on for the slam approach from the opposite end, as now we have these 2 big groups of wrestlers in the ring facing off with each other, as you see the Queen of Wrestling makes her way out, walking past all of you lovely, amazing characters, as she is a good 5'6", very, very beautiful, has a giant mole on her face for some reason. We do not know why, but it's very distinctive. Very long black hair that goes in the blonde. She's in the best suit that all the $1 million of money can make, as she makes her way through, and she goes, and then Randy Person, Nacho Person, sorry, I missed your name, but Apologies. And you will hear the music of Jezebel, who has been named recently the new GM of Smack Raw. And as she gets on the mic, she goes, "I'm not dead, bitches!" And that leads us to our lovely last question of the night, everyone. The queen is under attack. Do you defend her? Now, to answer this, we have a lovely tradition here where we hold up our lovely fists, with thumbs on our fists, brother. And and when the question is asked at the end of 3, 2, 1, brother, you're gonna either point it down to betray the queen or point it up to defend the queen. Now, on 1, give us your answers. 3, 2, 1. Oh, shit. I was not expecting that.
Even splits.
Holy hell. Okay. Now we're going to go around the table for one last time to go over their decision and what they do in this big fight of different companies, starting with Pearly, Girly, the sweetheart.
If the queen goes down, I'll never get my Sailor Moon eyeshadow palette back. And with that, she unleashes a new move. Not only does she know ballet, she knows tap dancing, and she tap dances on the head of everybody that crosses her path.
Pearly Girly is tearing up, throwing people left and right. It is now turned into a 16v16. But no, not 16v16. Do math real quick. 16, 17, 18. A 19 v the other number. And one of the betrayers, the creature preacher.
And behold, the book of the WWF. Chapter 1, verse 1. For lo, I was a simple, humble preacher, called upon to deliver last rites to one Jezebel. But the spirit of that demon woman filled me and made me what I am today. I stand with the true queen, Queen Jezebel.
Oh,
amen and hallelujah.
Hallelujah. You watch as so many of the other wrestlers are very scared to even tackle you as you are reading and walking through the chaos. Next up, Nacho person. Why are you a betrayer?
Well, I think we know why. There's been a lot of stuff that she's done. But now's my moment. Now's what I've been waiting for. Now's what I've been taking all that Advil for, so that I could prepare for this last trick. As I climb up onto the turnbuckle on the corner, reach into my pocket, I unzip it, pull out a tray of hot nacho cheese. It's steaming. How has it been in there this whole time? We don't know. I take the cheese. I just, from the turnbuckle, throw it at the queen. As I look into the audience and I say, everybody, say it with me. Queen, this just nacho not.
Nacho not. As the crowd goes, I just absolutely insane.
Fly off the turnbuckle, flying elbow in their general vicinity. Hoping for the best. 76 years old, Nacho person is.
Oh my God.
and that's where his career ended.
Oh, I mean, yeah, at this point, definitely broke a bone. Alicia, the octopus, why have you made your decision?
Well, you see, in all of those negotiations with the Queen and me having this movie deal coming up, she made it pretty clear that my wrestling career needed to come first, and I'm ready to branch out and do other things. And you know, a lot of my wrestling family is over with the other group, and they are willing to let me take time off to do my movie. So I gotta go with the group that's gonna let me expand those horizons. I can't be stuck with one person for the rest of my career. Exactly. And she's gonna jump into the fray of this like 19V whatever it is, and her arms are swinging wildly loose like octopus tentacles, and eventually she grabs someone, wraps around, and pulls them down with her.
And just disappear in the water. Taylor, I'm so sorry, Taylor. This is a lot. You just one of the other guys just kind of like whispered to you as you're getting like crowded in the corner. Why did you make your decision?
Well, because Taylor wants her own chance someday to be able to challenge the Queen, but she knows she's got to work on her stuff before that. And because, I mean, does she want to challenge the Queen because she wants to, like, become the Queen or take that position? Or does she want to challenge the Queen so the Queen will notice her? Take a guess, but I think that this is also a chance for her to be like, no, I can defend the Queen, and that will get her to notice me. And so I think there is a moment of her like trying to get the Queen probably out of the way of Nacho person, and like knocking into her and winding up on top of her, and just doesn't say anything because she's just very red, and then like quickly gets up and like just runs screaming into the crowd of like the fight to just start hitting whoever in this 19 versus however many other people.
Now, for the finale, H2O, why are you defending the Queen?
Listen here, I'm defending the Queen because she made me a promise that based on how my ratings do in these next few movies, she might bankroll me my own movie where I get to be a star for once. And that's the opportunity that I'm not going to pass up anytime soon. I got to get my bag, you know what I'm trying to say? I'm going to pull out 2 H2 Orion branded water guns. And be like, for the Queen! And just dive into the fray.
There's like at least 4 wrestlers that start slipping and sliding across the ring. With that, who knows who won that night? Because somebody accidentally hit the cameraman and the camera kind of broke. Very expensive. It kind of cut the screen a bit. But everyone knows that Jezebel's back. Smack Raw is back in town. And then the next event has been announced: Smack Raw versus Slam! Slam! And it just kind of goes on and on and on and on. Thank you, everybody, for joining us for this lovely game. And it has been absolutely amazing, absolutely chaotic, and absolutely super dope. Tonight, ooh, I got a little bit of hiccup. I've been doing voices all day. I was like, oh no, is it the end of my career? No. Tonight we have raised $75. Thank you all for donating and for being here and for participating. And also, Cord the Mighty, he gave us a lovely raid. I want to give him a shout out before we do anything else. Thank you so much, you lovely, lovely friend of ours. Now, our lovely outro. I say intros. You know what? I'm tired now. Outros. Going back in the same order, starting with the lovely Brynn.
Hey there, hi there, bye there. I'm Brenny Ursa. You can find me at Brenny Ursa on all things social. Sorry, my cat has come to say goodbye as well. But yeah, you can find me over there. YouTube, Walking Dead TRTG, called The Walking Dead. No, it's called The Echoes of... Sweetie, do my outro for me, please.
The Echoes of Actor, the Walking Dead TTRPG mini-series found specifically over on Bryn's YouTube channel.
And the Ever Bright Archive, which Sweet Tea is in both of these as well. It's been so lovely playing Pearly, Girly, the Wrangler.
Glenn.
I am Glenn. I have been the Creature Preacher. You can find me primarily on Blue Sky and a little bit on YouTube as Games in the Bunker. You can also find me every Thursday over on D and Denial's channel, where I run From the Vault, where we run short mini campaigns. We are currently in the middle of Eat the Reich, although we are off this coming week, and we have our finale next week. So,
hey, I'm excited for that. Justin.
Hey, gang. I'm Justin. I use they, them pronouns. Today I played, what were they called? Nacho person. And I'm one half of the So You Want to Be a Dungeon Master podcast and So You Want to Be a DM everywhere else. We produce, obviously, Dungeon Master advice, but also actual plays. At the end of June, we're coming out with Oops All Healers, a D&D medical drama. That system isn't made for that. It's clunky. It gets weird. Check it out.
Man, I want to be a weird healer. Mel.
Hello, my lovelies. My name's Mel. I use she, her pronouns. You can find me at newhigh3312 across all platforms, although I forget about pretty much every platform except TikTok most of the time. And I played Alicia the Octopus Roux. I'm very excited to be back. I will see y'all very soon, I'm sure.
Ooh. Quinn.
Hey everybody, my name is Quinn. I use any and all pronouns. You can find me on Blue Sky and Blue Sky only at QuinnBeckham27. You can find me most often over at Nerds with Dice. I am our charity games organizer and game coordinator over there. We're working to put together all of our stuff for Pride. We have 14 of 15 games in June, and in fact we got so many signups that we're doing Pride through July, because if we tried to fit everything in June, we wouldn't sleep for the entire month, actually. So we're spreading Pride Month out and making it into 2 months. It can truly be every month if we want it to be. So if you want to learn more about the specific games that are going on there or apply, we've got some casting calls that are going to be open really, really soon for some of those games in July. And you can find me in a bunch of them and or just behind the scenes doing various things there. And it's been a bunch of fun. I think truly the most appropriate name for Taylor is just Taylor Gay Panic Young, based on the way that she was played tonight. And so that I don't think that's a great official wrestling name, but I think that's pretty much what she was, and it was a lot of fun to play.
Sweet tea.
Well, hello everybody, or I guess goodbye everybody. Thank you so much for watching us today. I'm Sweet Tea. You can find me on all the social medias at Bardic Sweet Tea. I can also be found, as Brynn mentioned, on The Walking Dead TTRPG miniseries called The Echoes of Actor over on her YouTube channel, or I can be found on a podcast called The Ever Bright Archive, available wherever you can find your podcasts. I had a great time tonight. This is really awesome. I love doing For the Cause stuff. And tonight I've had the pleasure to be H2 Orion. Make sure you drink your water.
All the face masks are available here on the Slam Slam Anniversary website. I have been your lovely facilitator by name of Took, I guess. Y'all, I'm a VTuber and a PNG tuber. I complain about rich people houses because why do you need 4 ovens? That makes no sense. Come follow me on here if you would like to. I am also in a podcast called Stories Told Again, where I play Lucrin Caparios, a baby boy cleric, Furbolg, and we are going to be releasing a whole bunch of very cool new stuff where I am going to be DMing a one-shot where all the players are villains resurrected. So if you are interested in that, then please give us a check out. It is Stories Told Again once again. Now, be sure to catch us this Friday, same time, same place, for the Queen of the Film Set. I am excited for that. All of my friends are in that one, and I can't wait to see what chaos happens with that. That is going to be super, super dope. But once again, thank you guys for donating, and thank you all for supporting us. And we will catch y'all this Friday. Bye.